Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the May 7th edition of WAtv. We are coming to you today from Studio 22. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Quinn, and today we're going to be taking you into the world of arena ball, hear from our AP Studio Art class, and give you a few announcements. But first, it's time, once again, to improve your culinary skills.
Cooking with the K.
Hello, Wheaton Academians. It's me again, Mama K, for another episode of Cooking with the K's. Today, we're making pizza bread. It's number one son's favorite snack. Okay, first step, we're gonna take some bread dough and we're gonna cut it in quarters. Okay, after you cut up all the bread dough pieces like this, I put a 1/3 cup of olive oil and I sprinkle it in here. And then I add a little bit more bread dough. I do it like kind of separated so they don't stick. Well, it's sticking. But I mean, they're not supposed to stick. Okay, and so you just kind of mix it up. And if it sticks, you just start to pull it apart. Okay, like that. We take a package of pepperoni and we use turkey pepperoni. And we cut it in 4s again. And throwing it in the bowl, well, tossing in the bowl. We kind of mix it up a little bit so it gets kind of distributed. Okay, so now we got all the pepperoni in there. We put a 1/2 clove of garlic. I use like a teaspoon. That's a little more than half. Put that in there. Okay, and then we put some Italian seasoning, 2 tablespoons. Okay, then we put 2.5 cups of mozzarella in here. And just like everything else, you just kind of make sure you mix it all in among the bread dough. And we put a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. So it's like a real nice cheesy mixture. Okay, and then you stick your hands in there and you just kind of mix it up. Okay, so then now we're gonna spray the muffin tin with some olive oil. And then we're gonna just take like glops, you know, the dough and the cheese and the pepperoni mixture. Just wanna make sure it's like an even, and just put it in the tin, just like that. Okay, now we filled our muffin tins. You wanna do it not all the way because they'll become gigantic. So they'll stick together. So you can do metal tins or you can use these silicone baking cups like this. And they're amazing. But it's time, it's 3:50. We can put these in the oven. Oh, it's hot. It was about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna take it out of the oven. And it looks like golden, crispy. That's the cheese. Looks good, right? There you have it, Italian pizza bread, number one son's favorite snack. And it's Wheaton Academy nut-free. And one final sentiment from Mama K for the graduating class of 2018. Keep your mind open to the possibilities in your next chapter of your journey. Keep your heart fixed on Jesus. And keep your stomachs full with tasty food. Buon appetito.
Thanks, Mama K. That food looks amazing and those words are inspiring. Now, let's give you a couple of announcements. There will be a brief meeting for girls volleyball on Wednesday, May 9th during lunch. Bring your lunch to the meeting and be prepared to discuss your summer schedule and availability.
We have more congratulations to extend. Faith Deborah Traylor was born to Mr. and Mrs. Traylor on April 28th. She was born measuring 20 inches and weighing 8 pounds and 13 ounces. As the school year nears its end and time becomes even more valuable and cherished, there possibly is no more important segment to pay attention to than Can You Off Campus That?
Are you bros going off campus?
May we join you?
Yeah, we were just thinking about making another episode. Where do you guys want to go? Barbecue? Barbecue in Illinois. I can only think of one place. Steamboat.
The boys are back at it again, but with special guests John, Drew, and Carson, things are bound to get a little interesting.
Okay, guys. Quiet! Quiet! Okay?
Sorry, Will.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
The team arrive at Steamboat Barbecue, all the way over in Wheaton.
Do you smell that? Smell that? That's barbecue.
Carson orders one helping of Italian beef with fries, along with 2 Green Rivers. By the time the crew leave the restaurant, a lot of time has passed and they are running behind schedule.
The senior lot's too far away, guys.
No.
What are you
Will,
trying to say?
don't say what I think you're saying.
Guys.
You can't.
Students should only park where they are specifically permitted to do so. Just because the spot is open and you're running late does not give you permission to park there. The time of departure was 3:50. After parking in the correct parking spot, the boys roll into the front desk at 4:42. With a total time of 52 minutes, Steamboat Barbecue does not receive the CYOCT seal of approval.
Wow, a restaurant that didn't receive the coveted seal of approval. Thanks, Will and Anders, for your great investigative journalism this semester. AP exams begin this week, but our AP Studio Art have been working really hard on their exam all semester. Simon Shackelford and John Cram give you an inside look into the world of studio art.
It's time for AP Studio Art portfolio submission. So Mr. McCallum and his students are reflecting on their year's work.
I think having the time to kind of focus on what I want to do has given me the experience to be able to grow as an artist.
I also wanted to hear from a teacher's perspective on what sets AP Studio apart.
You may be creating something from a photographic perspective. You may be drawing something. It may be abstract. It may be very representational. I'm going to guide you through that process, but you're really going to have to function independently. You're going to have to know what you want to do and accomplish in terms of style, and we're going to push you really hard, and then a little bit of the friendly is going to be shut off for me. I'm going to be like, hey, that doesn't look as good as I know it could, or did you think about this or that? So it's more of a challenge, for sure.
Not only is the class challenging from a teacher's perspective, but students have their own unique challenge.
But it's definitely a greater challenge to actually get things done.
And I think the biggest challenge for students is to come to grips with settling on ideas, being confident in their understanding of their technique, knowing what they want to put on the paper.
In the end, most AP Studio students see the challenge as worth the experience.
I think AP Studio Art is really fun and unique because you get to really discover what you love doing, choose what you want to do, and then McCallum helps you do that, and you get to really refine your skills and pursue what you love.
For all of you who are taking AP classes over the next couple weeks, know that people are praying for you. Be confident and trust what you have learned throughout the year. Some of you may not know about an off-campus team that Mr. Ellis sponsors for both guys and girls. Michaela Brown has more.
Hey, this is Michaela Brown from WAtv. Today we're going to spotlight Trap Team. We focus on a lot of sports teams, but today we want to highlight a team that goes unnoticed.
Trap is what you see behind me, where you have a concrete bunker, and this concrete bunker that's there has a machine in it that shoots out the clay pigeons at 50 or so miles an hour. Trying to shoot it down, it comes out at an angle right, left, center, or anywhere in between. They're having a good time. We also shoot on the weekends too, on Saturdays, and we shoot 5-stand, sporting clays, and every now and then some skeet, in addition to shooting trap. And to do this, you need an FOID card, a firearms identification card. That you get online from the state. And you must have that in order to have a gun in your possession or ammunition. You also need to have a hunter safety class sometime before you finish the season. Those are our requirements, and of course in that course you learn safety, and we make sure we teach it again and again here. Only one student fires at a time, and then the others there behind them go, one at a time thereafter. I've been doing this here at Wheaton Academy for 8 years, but I think I started shooting with my father at age 11 or 12, and I probably fell in love with shooting ever since then. If I had known this had been around when I started teaching, it'd be 37 years I'd been coaching, but I didn't know until a number of years ago. So I have a great time doing this, and you would too. Give it a try. Thanks.
One of the strengths of Wheaton Academy is our wide variety of co-curricular opportunities. The TRAP team is just one of many. Check out the Student Life and Student Activities portion of our website for more information on what you could be involved in. And speaking of being involved, Mr. Skeba is a Wheaton Academy graduate, and while here, he was involved in quite a bit. Edward brings you another While I Was in High School segment. Check it out.
We're all in this together. Once we know that we're all stars, and we see that we're all in this.
I never wanted to be categorized as a certain type of person or known for any particular thing. In high school, you know, I did hockey, I did baseball. I was here when Furnace Company started, got to do that, did some musicals, did some fall play, did student government, loved baseball. Here's what I loved about baseball. I loved sitting on the bench and eating sunflower seeds. And then kind of in the midst of all this was I really enjoyed academics and was good at academics, but of course I think at that time it wasn't cool to be good at academics, so I think I kind of downplayed that a little bit.
However, being as involved and charismatic as he was, Mr. Skiba still had his struggles in high school.
I remember in particular I had a dry season where it was hard for me to feel connected to God or feel like I knew if I was in His will or not. And something I learned from the guys on the hockey team being together a ton during this time was if you can't see God or if you can't feel it, lean or look to others who can, because it's often easier to see it in your peripheral than if you're looking straight up all the time. And so that's something I learned just kind of through the community of these guys.
Thank you, Mr. Skiba. You're making an impact on our culture, and we appreciate what you do here at Wheaton Academy. For our spring sports report this week, here's John Cram.
Thanks, Quinn. It was a busy week, but we will get you all caught up. The baseball team had an impressive victory over Walther Christian Academy, scoring 20 runs in their 20-9 victory on Friday night. They played today at home, starting at 4:30. The tennis team played in Naper Valley Invitational and came away with the only first-place result at that tournament in Wheaton Academy's history. Jacob Williams took away the second singles championship for us. The boys play on Saturday to defend their regular season conference title. The boys and girls track teams are wrapping up their season soon. The boys play in their conference meet this upcoming Friday, and our girls run in sectionals also on Friday. Our lacrosse team has 2 home games this week, on Tuesday and on Friday, both at 7 p.m. Our girls softball team beat Timothy Christian 15-0 as the Warriors celebrated senior night. Courtney Canane, Julia Palmer, Cassie Bonga, Haley Van Wagner, Krista Deutsch, and Madison Ebeling were all honored on that day. Girls soccer went 1-1 over the weekend road trip and looked to finish the regular season up this week at Geneva High School on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. My bad. Boys volleyball went 2-1 this past week and improved their record to 9-3 on the season. And to wrap up sports, we wanted to show you a unique intramural sport that is happening on campus. Quinn Partain introduces you to arena ball.
Arena ball is the fusion of 3 sports. A fusion led by teamwork and friendship. Friendship that is everlasting, never-ending, eternal.
I utilize my gifts.
That's where I get all my inspiration from. It boosts me up, it tears me down.
I love arena ball.
It's a lifestyle. Friendly competition, you know? Get a little workout in.
It's just the world to me, okay?
Arena ball brings me a really unique joy.
You know, it means the world.
Just arena ball is just
just a gift given to us by the sports universe.
When you play arena ball, you're not an athlete, you're an artist. The court is your canvas, and you get to decide, do I kick it? Do I throw it? Arena ball allows you to express yourself.
Arena ball was on a menu at a very fancy restaurant. I'd order it and not even eat it, but just admire it and look at it.
And to wrap up today's episode, here's Jamal on 4 things you need to know.
Thanks, Hannah. Let's get to our 4 things. Number 1, junior senior is this Saturday evening. If you are either a junior or senior, hurry up and make your plans now. Number 2, the MTP class will be performing the musical Annie on Thursday and Friday night in the Whitechapel. Get out and support that class. Number 3, our chapel speakers for the week are the Spiritual Life team on Tuesday and Mr. Dominguez on Friday. And number 4, final exams will begin in 3 weeks. Stay focused and finish strong. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at WAtv for information or to leave comments. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to WAtv from all of us at Studio 22. Have a great day.